It's called Big Jim River, and it's from a river in Virginia, the Jim River. And just the text of it felt so authentic to the 19th century, without the racism, that I thought I would learn it, so I did. And to pick the right instrument, the bones. The bones. These are cow femur bone of a cow who used to live in South Carolina. Those of you who play the bones know that you hold one bone really tightly and the other one is kind of loose in there. And you turn your hand over to make the loose bone hit the tight bone. Like that. And then you get a sound coming the other direction. And you do it fast. And once you get control of those rhythms, you can damp the moving bone in order to get syncopation. But you know, the truth is, from the time I got the bones until the time I learned how to play them, it was about 2 years. And it's not worth it. So I'd much rather play the spoons. Easier, cheaper. Yeah, I saw a street musician a busker playing spoons once, and I thought, oh my goodness, I realize now I'm not an ambitious person. This is really all I want to do with my life. Is learn how to play the spoons. It was simple. So here's a Big Jim River song. Probably from around 1850 sometimes. Says, Big Jim River, he come down, run his back, he bowed upon the ground. Log come down with a rushing wind, stole both ends of his old boat in. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown, never do to give it up so. The log it stove him aft and fore, left his cook shack lying on the floor. Thought it wouldn't do just to give it up so, slammed himself ashore on his old banjo. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown, never do to give it up so. Looked at the sun, feeling mighty glad. Looked at the banjo, feeling mighty mad. Walked up the hill just slick as glass. Up went his heels and he fell up on the grass. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown, never do to give it up so. Never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown jumped up again and stood upon the ground. Grabbed and put up high and dry upon the bank. Floated down the river with the backy on the plank. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown, never do to give it up so. Brother in the wood pile barking like a dog. Toady in the mill pond sitting on a log. Possum up a gum tree, a great big grin. Come and kiss me girls cause you know it ain't a sin. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. It'll never do to give it up so. Mr. Brown, never do to give it up so.